Welcome to the next video in phase one. We're going to be talking about trading sessions. For those of you who don't know this, there is 4 different trading sessions inside of each 24-hour period of the day. And those 4 sessions, if you guys are looking on the screen here, there is the Sydney session, the Tokyo session, the London session, and the New York session. So it's very important that you understand what session you are in, so you understand what pairs are actually being traded with the major banks inside of those sessions. So for example, with the Tokyo session in Asia, those kind of combine with each other. So for the Tokyo session, you're going to be having pairs that are really moving, like the Japanese yen. Okay, with the New York session, those are all really the USD banks. So any pair that is paired up with USD, those are when those pairs are going to be moving up or down with great volume. Now we're going to get into this a lot more later on in the course about volume, but it is very important to be trading when the volume is happening with these currencies. It's very important because that's when the market is actually moving. It's not just going sideways, which we call consolidating. Trades are just not going into the profit we want to see. We're not catching the moves. So it's very important we are trading in certain sessions where the highest volumes are. Okay, so if you guys want to know the times of the sessions, you can see here right on this little chart. London session usually starts around 3 a.m. Eastern time, and it'll overlap into New York session all the way to about 10 a.m. kind of swindles down around then. New York session usually starts around 8 a.m. That's pre-New York, and that will last all the way to about 4 p.m. And then the Sydney and the Tokyo sessions will go from there. So if we are going to trade, the highest volume times are going to be either the London session, which actually accounts for 40% of the trading volume. So it's very important to be trading the London session, which starts around 3 a.m. in the morning. And then it's also very important to trade the New York session because we like to trade a lot of USD pairs. And that's why we want to be trading in those time zones, because that's where the volume is. So if we take a buy on, let's say, for example, Euro USD, that buy is going to move a lot faster inside of these sessions because we know the USD banks are open. So once again, it's very important to understand the 4 trading sessions throughout every single day. I personally trade London session or New York session. It also coincides with my lifestyle. So if you guys don't start your jobs, if you guys have jobs, you don't start them till later in the day, and you know you're kind of a night owl that stays up very, very late, maybe London session is for you when it opens up at 3 a.m. in the morning Eastern time. Or if you guys wake up early, I would say go ahead and trade the New York session. So it's very important for you guys to understand the sessions of when these banks are open and start trading during these high volume sessions. That way we can actually see bigger moves and actually catch them to help us make more money.